welcome back to Spring Creek. Do you remember in episode 1 the tanker truck that had rolled coming back from the mine? Well, Mike in his little brown van over there and his crew have been working hard at getting that vehicle back on the road. It's just about ready for paint. I believe that he's just going to get it started and then move it over to paint shop. Let's see where they're at. Inside Mike's shop, really big, really busy. And doesn't want to look like they're finished. Just still up on the jacks. Let's see. I think it's going to come down. There we are. Let's have a look. One's out. Another one's going to come down in a sec, I guess. Now these trolley jacks are available from Mafia Mods, who do a brilliant range of workshop in-game tools that you can use for role playing. I'll put a link in the description for you. Go and check them out. Now as we watch Mike get this vehicle, oh my word, look at that. It is beautiful. That is pristine, Christine. Have a look at that. Wow. Mike, you guys did a really good job. Right, now as always, there are trucks on the road everywhere in Spring Creek. It's an industrial come farming town. There's always a big rig on the move. Talking big rigs on the move, in this episode the reason they're all on the road is because that truck over there belongs to Connie, the combine contractor. Her business is renting out a fleet of combines, two of which were brand new in the last episode. That's the field that they've been contracted to do. I think it was some in the region of about 78 hectares. It's huge. So she's come to scope out the lay of the land before the crew arrives. And in this episode I'll show you how we load them all up onto Harry's heavy haul team's rigs. Now, I believe these three vehicles here, these three Volvo FH16s, twin steers, with the XL2K lowboy trailer. The reason I've selected these for my game is because they're really, really versatile. They've got ramps, they extend in length, steering axles, and they can widen up. We'll have a look at that just now. Now, incidentally, this is a pure level of interest and curiosity. These three Volvos, the black one, the red one, the blue one, all identical except for the colors and the airbrush paint job, the custom jobs they got on. They're all being driven by what we all call these Swedish brothers. We don't know why. I don't even know if they're Swedish or not. I don't know their real names. We just love having them around. Now, gently, this harvest is being eased up. Looked easy and straightforward. So, while we wait for the guys to hit the road, what I'm going to be doing in this episode is I'm going to show you how I use Courseplay and Autodrive. And as you've seen in previous episodes, I absolutely love working with Autodrive. Hand in hand with Courseplay, Autodrive and Courseplay can help you harvest a field or do field work completely automated. You're free to go and do anything else on your farm. But with these things in operation, if you set it up just right, like I have in this video and I'll show you, I've got 3 combine harvesters all harvesting the same field. And at the same time there will be 5 grain bins, trucks with grain bins running up along behind them, all already set up so that when I hit play, the combines run in, they harvest. When they're full, they call one of the trucks come, unload them, it will run to the unload point, unload, run back to the field empty, and wait in line for the next harvester to call it. And so it just repeats. The harvesters keep running till the field is done. The trucks keep running until they're all empty or the combines stop. It is phenomenal how helpful these two mods are when you add them to your game and you run it right. You can start simple. Just one combine, one tractor with a trailer, or one truck. Or you can scale it up as you grow, as your fields get bigger. It is amazing. Right, let's see. Here I have combine number 1. header it up. How I start is manually. I'll unfold and I'll harvest the first few meters into the field, just to make absolutely 100% sure that my machine can be picked up by Courseplay as being on the field it has to work at and where it needs to start from. If you start programming where it is off the field, Courseplay is not going to recognize where it is, whereas now it's on the field, it's in the crop. I'm going to leave it right there. Let's go set up the next two combines. We'll do this in first person just because it makes a nice, interesting viewpoint. Lean forward, line it up. Let's go 1, 2, 3, engage. Lovely. I don't often play in first person. I find it a little bit restrictive, especially in combines, because as you can see there's a cutter bar in the way. I think I'm going to lower it. There we go. And go along, and there's a trailer. Hang on. Look at that. I've hooked the trailer. Lovely. Let's see if I can unhook this without having to get out and pick it up. Awesome. Cool. Now I'm inside combine 3. I've already set up combine number 2. So as you can see, combine 1 in the field where we left it. Combine 2 lined up behind it. Combine 3 behind combine 2. We flick back to combine number 1. As you can see, it's a massive field. It's huge, all the way as far as I can see to the end of the horizon. Escape to the main menu, drop down to the selection there, which is your steering wheel, which is the helper menu. I'm going to move the map to the field, zoom in, so it's field 263, the flashing number. That's the field we want to harvest. So now we're going to go to create job at the bottom where the mouse cursor is. So it highlights the field because it recognizes we parked the combine on the field. It knows what field we want to work on. So 263 on the right hand side, Courseplay field work. We hit the backspace, course generator settings. There where it says multiple machines with multiple tools, we select 3. Number of headlands, I select 1 because we want to make a complete circle along the edge of the field before the machines start running up and down in their rows. It doesn't have to set 3 because it's going to duplicate the single route for all 3 machines, because we've told it's 3 machines on 1 route. Now you can see the field's route is laid out for us. Headlands run all around in a clockwise manner, and then it's going to zigzag up and down. Super important. Go to your course management, and we go, it says temporary course. We're going to save this course so that we can load it up for the other 2 machines. If you don't save your temporary course, you will not be able to get that map that you've just programmed onto that field over to your other machine. So we're going to save this one. We'll create a folder for, we'll say 263. There we go. And I'm going to save the course. First, vehicle settings for this particular one, because I want to make sure, as you can see, the stop while unloading, it's deactivated. I prefer to have that activated. Reason being, and we'll see this in there because I'll leave a combine where that is deactivated. You'll see the issue we have when it comes to the unloading vehicle on Autodrive, meeting up and unloading the combine that doesn't have stop while unloading activated. So we go into the folder, we save that, and we should be done now. So as you can have a look there in the Courseplay HUD, you can select vehicle left, center, right. We'll set that up for you in a while with the other machines. Let's first load up the course for combine number 2. So we're going to go in, load it up for you. So it should have loaded, or hasn't it loaded? Yes, it's loaded up. So every time you go back to the map, it'll show you the highlights on the field if you've selected. So the first one was left. This one we're going to make center. and number 3 we'll make right. So we go back into course manager. It currently says no course at the top, so we're going to load, select the course. There we go. Check, it's got the map. There we go. So that's excellent, that's done. I'm going to change this one to right. There we go. 3 combines, 1 route, 1 to the left of the route, 1 center, and 1 right. And that means that they're not going to overlap and run the same thing and do nothing. Now we can grab the 5 unloaders. I've got these Vico Turbo Stars. Just because they're simple and easy, they work very well for what I use them for in this sentence. So I'm just going to pull them all out, line them up. And the reason I line them up just for me personally is that when I activate them, as with the combines, with combine 1, 2, 3, left, center, right, here, as I flip back and forward, I like to line them up with the first truck, second truck, third truck. So as I press tab or shift tab to jump up and down from the one vehicle to the next, it's easy if you line them up in the order that you tab them in. At least that's what I find for me. So when you work with multiple vehicles and you're constantly flicking between them, checking who's doing what, is one stuck, because we all know AI drivers love getting stuck. Or where is it? Is it waiting? Is it unloading? Is it en route somewhere? Quick tabbing works very well if you've lined your vehicles up in the tab order as well. So here we go. I've already programmed or recorded the Autodrive route as I showed in the previous episode in the parking lot with that little Nissan Skyline. So I've done it already for this field and for the unloader point. Everything's connected. The only thing I did not do, because in the previous contract where I was setting up my routes on a different field nearby, I think it's field 270 was the one that I'd select. So there's a point on the corner of this field we're working on that's already in the route. So I'm going to select field 270 and of course truck number 1. Select, that's the unload point. Now what's important is, at the moment I've just got them as drive to location is 270. That location that they're all driving to now is going to be the call point for the combines to unload the vehicles. Oh dear, have a look here. As it happens with AI drivers, this guy was on a route and he crashed into a telephone pole. Brilliant, the power line poles. So he called Mike the mechanic and his tow truck driver to come fetch up the Land Rover. Let's have a quick look, see how that looks on his Autodrive route. And there he goes, a lovely Ford F350 running around with some fine British steel in tow. There we go. That'll make a nice little scene there. For this episode I've not decided to make any music videos. Like it is little music montages. I just didn't quite get the time to set things up nice for that. In the next video, the next episode, we might have one. We'll see how that goes. You can see that our vehicles are all en route to the field. Let's go and start the combine so long. So let them get harvesting while the truck's en route. It started raining, didn't it? Lovely. So to pass the time, I'm going over to Harry's Heavy Haul Yard. As you can see, there's just vehicles parked everywhere. Connie's van's just been there, the little grey Silverado, so we'll send that one back to Connie's yard. But in the meantime, let's park up some of Harry's vehicles, just because we've got to get something for the episode. Combine harvesters do not run when it rains. So these all look like Harry's heavy oversized load escort vehicles. The driver's just left them parked in the yard there. So let's get them all parked in little spaces at the side of the building. I must say, Harry and his team seem to be the hardest working team so far on the map, as nothing happens without a truck going somewhere to pick up a machine and take it elsewhere. Proud of this crew. Lovely rigs, lovely vehicles, and they work hard. These Land Rovers are back now. 2 of them broke down. Well, one broke down, one crashed. We'll get them parked up soon enough, and then we'll get Mike the mechanic to come look at them in due course. Look at these, look like little Nissan Navaras, I guess. We'll park that one up here. There we go. It's got some Volvo, those amber coloured, orange coloured Volvo escort vehicles. Brilliant flashes. Now let's see, what do we got here? These were the trucks that replaced the Land Rovers pulling in the headers, because the Land Rovers just could not hack pulling the weight. We'll go park them inside, I reckon. Eventually all of Harry's trucks and trailers park inside at some point. There's little rollbacks parked up in here already. Ease this one in nicely. Careful, easy does it. There we go. Next will be that Renault. Now, interesting enough, this particular Renault, as you have a look at it, it's actually the semi-truck, the truck tractor. It's 3 mods I used to make up this vehicle. So you've got the Renault Magnum, the orange vehicle. You'll see his fifth wheel's poking up. On the back is a short truck bed, attachable truck bed. Same goes with MN that we've just parked. And then this particular truck doesn't come with a tow bar to tow trailers like drawbar trailers. And there's a mod for an attachable tow hitch that you can get from the mod hub, and it will attach to most but not all trucks that don't have tow hitches. And then you can tow things like drawbar trailers, which in this instance that truck was set up like this so it can tow their header trailers for the 3 combines currently in the field. Here's a nice little rollback. Not quite properly animated as a rollback, but it is such a nice vehicle to use when I'm hoiking vehicles around, like this Land Rover. It has a matching actual tow truck. It's got like a whale tail wheel lift, which you saw in episode 1 when the tow trucks went out to go pick up and rescue that rolled tanker truck. See, this one extends out a ramp that just slides out from under the load bed, and then you can just drive your vehicles on and off. Then we'll park these up along the porch of Harry's there. Harry's standing on the porch sheltering from the rain while we do all the work getting wet, eh? What's he like? Oh dear. And that's why he watches. I can see why the Land Rover got towed in. Crashes into everything, doesn't it? There we go. Leave him there. Go no further in case he crashes into something else. Right. Next, we'll send, I think what we'll first send this rollback back to Mike's. Let him head back to the workshop and go park up. It's mainly driving around the corner because I think he's not parked on one of the nodes for the Autodrive routes. There's the workshop. It's not got his phone folder yet. There we go. And off we go, but that's close enough to a node that he can just go by himself. Turn, buddy, turn. You can drive into the field. That's a close call. He nearly had to get rescued himself. But we'll follow him around and we'll hop out the vehicle when he gets close to the Ford F350 with the other Land Rover. I can show you what it looks like around the back of Harry's yard. There we go. A nice big wide turn here for when the trucks and their long trailers come round. Look at the inside of this cab. This modder did a beautiful job. Mirrors aren't too bad either. Do another left for us. There's F-350 on the side there. Let's jump out and jump into him. Cool beans. I wonder how long this rain's going to carry on for, because I want to get those combines running. Anyhows, we've got a Land Rover to go park up. There you go. Right. Loosen the straps. Lower the boom. Drive out. And send him home. I think I'd drive around myself first so he doesn't go into the fence either. Okay. Let's send him to the workshop. And as you can see, everything goes on auto drive. I don't manually drive all these vehicles around. It's a big map. I'll spend 3/4 of my time playing, just driving things around if I had to not use auto drive. So I go around again in the vehicle and hop out near the front and park up the next vehicle. If any of you viewers watching this have got any questions or any requests, or would like to see something or know something more about what I do, feel free to comment. I would love to get in touch and chat and answer your questions. There's Connie Silverado. Let's send her back to the yard. We got another Land Rover to go park up. There's a big river too. I see I've tabbed across because I want to see where this Mercedes is going. He didn't follow the route I thought he'd go, because auto drive chooses routes based on the network that's available. He's not taken direct route, but he's always taken the shortest route based on something I've added. Now this is what I did in episode 3 when I added the routes around the hospital. So he's gone past the hospital and Menards and Walmart. I noticed what that it stopped raining, so quick edit back to the combines. You can see I've started combine 1, started combine 2, combine 3 is running along its route. I'll zoom out and you can see a bit of what the field looks like. Now just left, center, right. It's one straight node map, and we'll see if we can call that up just now for you. But it works. It's lovely. You can just sit as a passenger inside the combine and just enjoy the ride. Now here we can see combine 1 has reached capacity. So he's reached capacity. He has called out to the call point where we sent all of our trucks, and here he comes, completely automatic. The combine reverses out slightly so he doesn't send the truck into the crops. And there we go, unloading. And the combine will stand still, parked up, unloading till he's empty, and then he will drive off again. Unfortunately, both the truck driver and the combine driver are Farming Simulator 22 AI drivers. They have IQs of room temperature, and I'll show you why I say that. One parked up truck, one parked up combine. Combine's going to finish unloading in a second, and then look what he does. I've not figured out how to avoid this yet. I just kind of let it slide, because the Muppet just drives straight into that cab, pushes the truck out the way, and carries on harvesting. I don't know why. It boggles my mind. Now notice this truck has just unloaded combine 1, and he moves off. And you wanna know, where's he going? Is he going back to wait in the... You know, there's other trucks at the call point. Let's go in cab. Have a look. Combine 2 up ahead has put out his auger pipe, so he's called for an unload. He's full. See, the truck that's in the field at the moment is truck number 1. And Here he goes, he's going to make a U-turn. Obviously it looks like I'm driving, but it's all auto-drive driving. I'm just sitting as a passenger pretending I'm driving to make up some good visuals for this episode. He's going to line himself up because that combine is just about ready to stop and let him unload. So let's see how this goes now. This is the combine that I did not set to stop while unloading. So he's going to pull up ever so nice and swap out a cab here because I'd like to see what it looks like when. So let's see. He's not quite full yet. The truck has stopped because he realized that combine is not stopping yet because he's not full, which is probably somewhat awkward for him. And if you have looked behind him, combine 3 has reached the same point as where 1 and 2 were when they reached capacity. He's put out his auger, and because there's already a vehicle that's heading to combine 2 and not to attend to combine 3, a new vehicle has come up for combine 3. So this now means that we have a total of 5 AI vehicles running on one field simultaneously. Opened his cover, lining himself up, and he will fall in underneath combine 3 when combine 3 is ready. See the other vehicle has just opened his cover because he's running up to combine 2 now. This dude decided he's going to wait. So now this is combine 2, not set to stop while unloading. Have a look, he stopped, he's called the truck arrives and starts unloading. Immediately combine 2 starts driving off. Why the hell has he done that? Well, that's because Courseplay has seen that he's not full. So there's space in his hopper for more grain, so he's going to run and keep harvesting. And that is why I come back to this menu, change stop while unloading to activated. So then when he's full, he will stop and he'll wait. Now, as you can see, these guys have been running. It's become night time already, and they're waiting. You can see the little Autodrive network there. It looks like Autodrive, but it's the Courseplay. These guys are running now. The trucks are running. Now they keep going. Let's just hop inside and see what it's like. So see, the reason they're all waiting for one is because all the trucks are out on the road and full. They're either empty and running back to the field, or in this case this one's full, running to unload. This one is empty, is going back to the field. This one's about to unload. So let's stay with him and see how he unloads on Autodrive. On this map, Spring Creek, the 36X map, this is called the spinnery. It seems most contracts for grain come to the spinnery. So because the tipper trucks is going to just lift up, pop the gate, and there we go. Let's say they'll unload, and then he will drop his bin down, change his route, and run back to the field automatically. And there we go. Other ones run back and he's unloading this combine. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. I've lost track. But that is how I do it. They've run all day in game. They've run all night in game. This is day 2. And as I mentioned before, I run a 5-day month in this game at 5 times speed. And these guys just keep on going. You'll notice this particular truck on his little dashboard HUD there. It's going to need fuel soon. It's going to need to be repaired soon. That's because I've set my AI helpers to not automatically fuel, to not automatically repair. Because in my role play, I've got Mike the mechanic there, and I've got the dude that's going to run fuel to the farm. So we'll get around to that at some point in another episode, how I keep these guys going in the field. That over there is a wallpaper screenshot, don't you think? That's a nice picture right there. I like that. And off he goes, unloaded. Brilliant. I love Courseplay. I love Autodrive. If you're enjoying that, so like and subscribe. We'll be back with episode 5 soon.